you get to share a little more time with us while Kodak and Naverio get ready to go. They're just finishing up their preparations for what amazing segment. But for now, we are going to do some Tapa. I've never done Tapa before. Jonn is going to teach me how. Wes is going to be back with us in a minute. But we're going to go ahead and start. So, Jonn, what am I looking at?
Awesome. So, for everyone who's watching, Tapa is a genre of pencil puzzle, and it's a shading puzzle. So, what you need to do is essentially shade the puzzle so that all the shaded cells are touching each other orthogonally, and don't create 2x2 shaded. So, so the shaded cells can't be in a 2x2 formation, but anything else completely fine. And on the grid, you're going to see, like, let's say the grid that you're looking at now, you're going to see a bunch of clues. So what that means is that the surrounding 8 cells of the clue, that is the number of shaded cells you're going to see. So another thing is that all the clues can't be shaded. All right. So I know this is a bit of a spoiler, but let's say, for instance, the giant 6 clue up above. What that means is that there's a complete line of 6 shaded cells touching each other surrounding the 6th clue. And let's see if we look at the 3x3 clue in the top left.
Wait, so we've got this 6.
Yeah.
And then we're looking at these cells about being shaded?
Correct. So around the 6th clue, it means that there are 6 consecutive cells that are shaded.
Okay, so, and it could be any 6, like it could be these 6, right? It could be these 6.
Exactly, and that is already good progress because 6 is quite a big number. So
now I'm assuming that the numbers that have writing in them can't be shaded.
Yeah, so
is that true?
Clues can't be shaded. That's correct.
Okay, so okay, go ahead.
And then maybe if you look at a different clue, so let's say the 3-3 clue in the top left, what it means is that there's a segment of 3 consecutive shaded cells surrounding the clue, followed by another 3 surrounding the clue.
Okay, so if the clue is unshaded, which I'm going to use yellow for,
that's fine.
Then we have to have, whoops, this shouldn't have purple on it. Then we have to have this and this so that we have a break.
And Caren, that is literally your break-in for this puzzle.
And did I do it right?
You couldn't have done it better.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so let's go back to this.
Caren, now your goal is to make sure that all the purple cells are touching each other, and do not make 2x2 shaded regions. And lastly, if on the grid there's going to be question marks. The question marks mean they could be any positive integer.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
So the first thing I'm going to do is mark all the clues in my unshaded color, which in my case is yellow.
Yeah.
Do we have any colorblind people for whom yellow and purple is a bad combination? I'm not sure if that is, but it's a combination I like to use a lot. So if you don't like, oh, you know what I should do actually? I'm sorry, hold on one second. I should make all of these yellows, not yellow. We should make them our SudokuCon colors. And we'll make them light green. Okay. There we go. Now we're looking good. Well, we're looking a little weird, but it's okay. All right, so let's start over here. And I'm going to tell me if this is right. We have the puzzle shifted in OBS. Oh no, that's another conversation. Sorry. So I need to have one square, purple, touching it, and then a break, and then 4 squares are orthogonally touching.
Yes.
Okay. And just to remind the viewers, for those of you who don't know, orthogonal means that they share an edge like this. And these are not orthogonal because they just touch on a corner. So just to explain that real quick. Okay, so let's see. So we've got 2 things already touching the green. And can I enter blank green cell, blank unshaded cells? I mean, can I enter unshaded cells
Say that
in the
again.
grid? I can enter unshaded cells in the grid that don't have clues on them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can,
I have to. Okay. So if purple needs to be orthogonal, one large orthogonal piece all the way around, right?
Yeah, so basically all the purple cells need to touch each other.
They all have to touch orthogonally. Okay. So let's look at this area right here. In order for this area, but this area has to come out. Like it would have to either come out like this or like this, because, but then we're going to have a 2 by 2. So I must be missing something.
No, you kind of are missing something, but I think the most important part is that in the top left region, that purple region needs to exit that corner. And there's only one way.
So one way or another, it has to come out like this.
Exactly. That's correct.
So the question, this has to be green because otherwise we'd have a 2 by 2.
Yep. Go ahead and make it green. Yeah.
Excellent. So now, here we have 4 and 1.
Which means the clue has been fulfilled.
Right? Can I add green to it?
Yeah, so you can add green to the other 2 cells that do not need to be used. Excellent, yeah.
So it's not like I have to make an island of a certain size. It's all about the water, the purple.
Yeah, so you just need to follow the clues. So once you fulfill the clue, everything else is essentially green. And now that you have completed that part, you can continue with the top left purple region and start making sure that it touches the other purple regions. Yeah.
Okay. So let's look at this area here. This clue needs two sections that are 2 cells each. And this one needs 3. We need 2 cell, 2 cell, and a 1 cell. And there's only one way we can do that. So we're going to put purple here, here, and here.
You're doing excellent.
Okay, and the reason that happened is because we have 3 clues here. We need to have 2 clues, 2 purples that are 2 squares touching diagonally, orthogonally, and one that is touching orthogonally with breaks in between. So that's why we have 2 over here, 2 over here, 1 over here. Okay, let's look at this next. No, well, we can look at this clue. Sorry. So this clue, we need 2 sections of purple that each have 2 cells. We've got 1 over here, which means this has to be green. And we've got 1 cell here. In order to make it a 2 cell clue to match this needs to be purple.
Caren?
And this would be green.
Caren,
yes.
Can I just say that you're doing an amazing job?
This is pretty cool so far. I usually don't like shading puzzles, but this is okay.
Keep it going.
All right, so I'm going to look over here next. We can't have a 2 by 2 of purple, so this has to be green. This needs a 1 cell, a break, and then a 2 cell. So if we were to put this purple, yeah, this has to be purple because we need a break between this one and then 2 of these will be purple. We don't know which 2 yet. So this is purple. Okay. And
Is it really?
good question. Let's see. Let's take that out for a second. Whoops. Sorry. Is it really? Good question. So I need to have 1 2-cell purple and 1 1-cell purple that touch orthogonally. No, I see what you mean. This already has a 1. Is that counted as 1 that's touching this?
Yeah, that is counted as 1.
Oh, excellent. Okay, then that means this is green.
No,
Well,
so
maybe not.
The thing is that that could be the 1
Or the 2.
Yeah. So
So if this is purple, that's the 2. If this is green, that's the 1.
exactly. So you're not too sure yet. So you probably have to look somewhere else now.
Okay, let's look at this one. So far we have, and we're going to look at these 8 squares, right? And we need 3 clues. So we need a 1, a 1, and a 2. So we've got something started here. So we could have 1, 1, 2, or we could have 2, 1, 1, or we could have 1, 2, 1. And we have no idea which yet.
But based on what you've just demonstrated, I think the cell you have highlighted has always been used.
I think you're right. So we had 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, or 1, 1, 2. So you're absolutely right. So this is always purple.
Exactly. So you can go ahead and make it purple, and then maybe you can do something from there.
Yes. So let's look at, can I look at this one? Let's see. Let's look at this one for a second. So the 5 could be here, here, or here, which means that these 3 are always purple. Okay.
Why don't you use the same logic for the 6th clue?
Sure. So the 6th clue needs to be either here or here, which means all of these have to be purple. And then one of these is purple.
Yep.
Okay. So now let's look at let's see. Can we look at this one yet? I don't know. I think maybe not really. So having 4 2x2s in green is no big deal, right?
That's fine. That's perfect.
You can take a look at the bottom left 3 clue.
Okay, yeah, let's look at that. Yeah, there's only one way that can go.
Perfect.
So that was easy. All right, now this can't be a 2x2 of purple, but it does need to connect to this.
But Caren, you already have a 2. You're gonna breach the 2x2 where your cursor is. Just go down a bit. Go higher. Yeah.
This one right here?
Bottom right. You're there. There's already 3 purple cells.
You're right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so now we don't have to worry about this all being purple because we have a green in there. We know there are 2 sections that touch this cell, and we already have them.
Yep, you already have them.
So that's green. And there's no other clues here. But this purple has to connect to come out from this corner. Right?
Yes.
Okay, now. This has to come out, but it can't be a 2x2 of purple. So that has to be green, I think. And there's only one clue here, which means this all has to touch.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay, so now we have 2 here, and we already have 1. No, we don't. We need a second. One of these has to be 2, and one of them is 1. So let's see. We can't have a 2x2 here, so this has to be green. So this already has 2 right here.
Yeah.
So all the rest of what goes around this 2 has to be green. And now this purple has to connect because it could connect up here, and that would be legal. So one of these, it either connects down here or up here or both. No, it doesn't, because this has to connect to this, but this part has to connect down here. Okay. So now, let's see what I want to do. This needs a second clue, and this is touching here. Oh, we could still have 2. We could have purple here and purple here, I think.
So yeah, where you're clicking now,
Mm-hmm.
the T-shaped purple region needs to escape. Yeah.
Right. Yes, it does. So, and I can't have a 2x2 of purple in this area, which means both of these cannot be purple. At least one of them has to be green.
Yeah. But you need to make sure the T shape escapes.
Escapes, right. I'm looking at this cell, so I've got one orthogonal connection, or I mean I've got one 2-cell connection to this green, and I need one more that doesn't touch this purple down here, so this has to be green. No, it doesn't. Wait, no. Hold on. This needs to be purple. Because otherwise, we'd have things touching that shouldn't touch. All right, so now we can connect this up this way. So now he's only got 2 things that touch him. No, this is all one big one.
Well, you vibe solved it correctly, so.
I don't know. What's the?
It is right?
It is right.
Oh, it is right, because this doesn't touch this one. Yeah, it's fine. So I've got this one and this one. Okay, that's fine. All right, so now with this one, let's see what else. All right, so this purple is now has escaped, so that's good. But there's got to be some stuff going on in here. So in order, so let's see. If all the rest of this was green, I could do purple, purple, purple. And that would fulfill all 3 of these clues. But that's probably not the only way I could fulfill all 3 of those clues. Because I could do purple here, purple here. So we got to figure out what's going on out here first. All right, so this so far has, out of these cells, has this one and this one. So one of these needs to have a 2, either this or this.
Yeah, That 1-2 clue.
Yeah. Yeah, let me
Okay.
look at that one. So that will be this. Now we've got 4 of these 5 ready to go.
Mhm.
Okay.
That means you can unshade at least one cell on the 5.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. He needs a single 3 connected purple. It's still ambiguous, I think. This has to be green. Because either this or this is purple.
So Caren, let's say you shade the cell directly above the 5. What would happen?
Okay, if this were purple, the 5
You're
would be
reading my mind,
completed.
Jonn.
If this were purple, this would be complete the 5. So all of this would be green.
But what will happen to the 3?
And the 3, we'd have to do this, and this would be a 2x2 of purple.
Yeah, there you go.
So this can't be purple. So in order for this to be 5, this has to be purple. And that means that it has to come out this way. So now he's got 3 right here. No, yes, he's got 3. So these are green. Okay, so now this is 1. And this, so it's either 2, 1 or 2, 1. In either way, this is purple.
But Caren, I think you know how to do that because you see the 3 cells that touch each other in the top left corner of the 112. It still needs to come out anyway.
Yes, I see your point. So that has to be purple. So now this guy has 2, 1, 1. So he's good, which means that's green.
Great.
Okay. Now, let's see. 3 is done. This is done. This is done. So this is green. Oh, actually, we don't really know. No, this has to be purple because this purple has to connect. Oh, but it connects up here. But that's all locked in, so this has to be purple. Actually, it could go, yeah, that does have to be purple. Okay. Now, we only have 5 of the 6. So what would happen if I made this purple? Let's
I have
see,
a look at
actually.
the connection from top to bottom.
Yeah. So this has to be purple, I think. Yes. Yeah, because otherwise we lock this cell alone all by itself.
Yep.
And this has to be purple because this whole thing is coming around this way.
Correct.
Okay, so now we're up into this area. Okay, so let's say this for the.
Caren,
Yes?
maybe I can help you. So now you currently have 2 big shaded regions. So you're gonna figure out how to connect them.
We have to connect them, exactly. So we definitely have to have purple down in here, no question, because we have to connect this to this.
Yeah.
So in order to do that, and it has to be orthogonal. So, and we can't make both of these purple or both of these purple, well, because we'll have problems. So I think we have to do this. Which means this can't be purple. And this can.
Yeah.
And this can be green. These can both be purple. I'm just looking to make sure everything's orthogonally correct. Yeah, the purple's all one. And the green, we don't know what these question marks are, so we can't confirm that they're, we have to make sure they have that many regions touching them. So this one has this purple and this purple, and this guy has this and this.
Oh,
So those
yeah.
are okay.
The 2x2 drum.
Do I have a 2x2?
Last
You do.
column, row 5.
Oh, you're right. So I need to put
Oh
a
boy.
green one in. So it needs to be here.
Amazing.
Ta-da.
Answer check. It is correct.
No.
Bobbins. Oh, what?
Bobbins.
Balls.
All right. I just want to make sure this is all connected. So this goes, oops, that goes to there. This is connected here. This is connected here. This goes down around here.
It looks fine.
We have 4 more, Caren. How about it?
Yeah, I need more water, but no, that's all right. So this is right, even though it says it's wrong?
Yeah, that's right.
No,
Yay!
Probably
Now
is.
I know how to do Tapa.
Yeah. Give it up.
There you
for
go.
Caren, baby.
All right. So do you guys want to do another Tapa or you want to do Suguru?
No, I think
I'm
the next.
assuming Kodak and
group
video
task-
are.
Are Niverio and Kodak ready?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
Well,
no problem.
Well, thank you everyone for.
Thank you again, everyone. We'll say a second goodbye, and stick around. Niverio and Kodak are coming. Keep those donations coming. It's going to be SudokuCon. It's going to be amazing, and we love you. And we'll see you next time. Bye bye.